Welcome. It's Facts You Don't Know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more, and first make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything.
Two wild wolves surrounded the baby, but when he stands, they did something amazing. Nikki Kana is an older woman, and she has only one girl named Elena, and she loves her very much. She gave birth to her after many decades. Elena fell in love with Ivan, and she went to the station to say goodbye, as he was going to the army. The young man promised her that he would marry her soon after his return from the army, and the girl was still waiting for his return. The young woman was still waiting for the return of her boyfriend. She was sending him messages, but he was not answering her letters. After several months, Elena discovered that she was pregnant, and her stomach began to grow. Nikki Kana noticed that her daughter's abdomen swelled a lot, which made her ask her to see a doctor, but the young woman refused. Elena refused to tell Ivan that she was pregnant, and until he came back, but over time she began to feel nervous because the young man had completely disappeared and had not responded to any of her letters. The young woman tried to go to the barracks where her fiancé was located, but her mother prevented her from doing so, and even prevented her from sending messages to him, because she thought he had abandoned her and did not want to marry her. Meanwhile, Elena was very disappointed, especially as the date for her pregnancy was approaching. Since Nikki Kana asked the postman in the village not to receive any message from Elena, the young woman decided to travel to another village in order to send her messages from there, and she went there constantly. One day, the young woman disappeared completely and did not return to the house, although Nikki Kana looked for her in the village, but she did not find her, which made her very sad. She had not thought that she would lose her only daughter, and she began thinking that something bad might have happened to her. Even the police could not find her. She searched for her for several days, but had no trace. One day, while the mother was sitting in a courtyard, she noticed two animals approaching the house. She discovered that they were wolves, a male and a female, each carrying a basket in their mouth. The two wolves put the baskets on the ground and left. Nikki Kana was shocked. Then she approached those baskets and discovered that they were twins. She had a strange feeling touching them. They looked like Elena, which made her assert that they are her daughter's babies. Nikki Kana was confused and wondered where her daughter was. She realized that she was not far from home, which made her revolve around the house and called her name, while the wolves were looking at her. Then she left. The grandmother kept her grandchildren in her house and took care of them all the time, until Ivan returned from the army, where he came directly to search for Elena. Grandma told him that Elena waited him, and when she lost hope, she left for an unknown location. The young man felt sorry and told the grandmother that he was transferred outside the country days after, and they were prevented from communicating with others for several months. He received one letter that she was pregnant. He asked for urgent leave during national holiday, and he comes quickly to see Elena and tells her that he had not forgotten her, and that he still loved her and wants to marry her. The young man continued to live with the grandmother and take care of his children, while waiting for his fiancée to return, impatiently because he made her suffer in his absence. The young man was going to the forest to search for his wife, and one day he met a man who told him that he had found a young pregnant woman in the forest one day while he was collecting mushrooms in the forest, and that she was in critical condition, where she was about to give birth. Then he helped her to put the twins, and when he went home to bring his wife to take care of the young woman, he found that the babies had disappeared. And he was surprised when he found that their mother was not worried, and told him that the babies would be safe. The man told Ivan that young woman stayed with his wife for 2 days and then left. She would not return until she found the man she loved.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.